안녕하세요. You're going to learn how to express English to infinitive and the ing form using a noun form in Korean in the next couple of videos. Let's go. We are still learning about how to express to infinitive in Korean. As you know, there's no such a thing to infinitive in Korean. Therefore, it is actually almost impossible to make one rule or grammar for the to infinitive thing in Korean. But what we are trying to do here is to show you the big picture so that it can help you understand the Korean grammar better. You still need to remember that you should actually learn things directly from the Korean language though, even though we are using English to explain the grammar in detail, okay? As you learned in the previous lesson, you can use the connective ending 으려고 려고, compound expression 기 위해서, and another connective ending 으러러 when you want to express the purpose or intention with the to infinitive, right? You can at least remember this as a fixed rule. Then let's think about the other cases. First, as you know, in English, there are verbs that are followed normally by the ing forms. I'll use the words normally again because some of those verbs can also be followed by the to infinitive, and it probably will change the exact meaning of the sentence. Anyway, when you think that a verb is followed by the ing form in English, you can normally turn the ing form into a noun form in Korean using either the dependent noun 것 or the ending 기. And this noun form will work like an object of the main verb. For example, enjoy dancing, suggest going, stop walking, considering learning, finish working, avoid meeting, imagine kissing, deny stealing, practice speaking, and etc. There can be more. You can just turn all these ing forms into a noun form in Korean. It will normally work without a problem. It's mainly because verb plus ing form can be just like you say do plus noun, like I do something. You actually learned about this before. Second, we can also think about the verbs that can be followed by either to infinitive or ing form. For example, the verbs like hate, forget, remember, stop, and etc. Basically, you can use the noun form for the to infinitive part or the ing part, but in this case, you need to think about the changes in meaning. The to infinitive part can mean a totally different thing from the ing form, or vice versa. If you think the change in meaning has to be expressed clearly, you might need to use another grammatical element, such as an ending or a compound expression, to express that, rather than just turning the to infinitive or ing form into a noun form. Or you might need to use a totally different way to express that particular to infinitive, because there is no such a thing to infinitive in Korean anyway. You need to see the tense too, because sometimes the ing forms indicate something happened in the past. Even though you don't express the tense in English, you might need to express it in Korean. Let's think about this with the actual examples later again. Third, then how about the verbs followed normally or only by to infinitive? Maybe hope to, decide to, learn to, expect to, and etc. Basically, you can also turn those to infinitive part into a noun form using the dependent noun 것 or the ending 기 in Korean. It will normally work, but you might need to add more grammatical element to that noun form to sound more natural in Korean, or you might need to use a completely different grammar to express that particular to infinitive in Korean. That's why I said you need to learn them case by case. Fourth, you can use to infinitive after a noun too in English. For example, a way to do something, a chance to do, or work to do. Basically, in a form of something to do. In this case, normally the to infinitive part is used as a modifier and it modifies the noun before it. Therefore, probably you will need a modifier ending to express that. Okay? We are now talking about the verbs only, Korean verbs, because verbs normally can take an object and you can turn the to infinitive or ing form into a noun form to use it as an object of the verb. You can also, of course, use a transitive adjective which can take an object. It will work as if it is a verb anyway. Then how about the other adjectives which can be used with a to infinitive, such as disappointed to, sad to, happy to, eager to, and etc.? Unfortunately, there is not even a big picture for this case. In this case, you need to learn how to express that particular to infinitive with other grammatical elements in Korean. It can be different, depends on the adjective you use. And to infinitive can be used for other usages too in English. You also need to use other grammatical elements for each case. Therefore, please learn them case by case, or you don't really have to worry about it at this point. You might think you haven't learned anything from this page. Yes, you are correct. You need to see the actual Korean sentences. Then you will understand what I've just said better. Let's do that from the next page. Please see these English sentences. I hate eating alone. I hate to eat alone. I know you know the difference between these two English sentences, but you cannot distinguish them just like this in Korean. There is no grammatical element which works just like the to eat part and the eating part in Korean grammar. Yes, you are right. You can say that the ing form eating is very similar to the Korean noun form, but those are still not exactly the same. It's basically because the ing form can indicate something happened in the past with some verbs such as forget, remember, and etc. You will know what it means very soon. Therefore, the most important thing for you is to know what you are trying to express in Korean exactly. Then let's think about the exact meaning of these two English sentences. We are doing this to explain the Korean grammar exactly. Let's see the first sentence. I hate eating alone. The ing form eating is used. What does this sentence mean exactly? It means generally you hate eating alone. Again, when you say I hate doing something with the ing form in English, it means I generally hate a certain action or activity. It's just like you're saying I hate something. You are talking about the action and you say you hate that action. In this case, you can just turn the ing form into a noun form in Korean. Let's do that first then. Let's see the Korean sentence. 저는 혼자 밥을 먹는 것을 싫어해요. 저는 혼자 밥을 먹는 것을 싫어해요. 저는 I, 혼자, alone. 혼자 can be both an adverb and a noun in Korean. It's used as an adverb here. 밥을 먹는 것을 밥을 밥 originally means cooked rice, but it can be used to indicate a meal at a regular time. It's an object of the 먹는 것을 part. This object particle 을 can be omitted from 밥. 밥을 먹는 것을 밥 먹는 것을 먹는 것을 먹는 것 먹는 것 is the combination of the stem 먹, which means to eat, and the modifier ending 는 and the dependent noun 것. 먹는 것. The modifier ending 는 is used only with the verb, and it turns the stem of the verb into a modifier in the present tense. The present tense in Korean can mean no tense at all, too. The eating part does not indicate the tense. Therefore, you can just use the modifier ending 는. 것 is used, turn the stem and the modifier ending into a noun form. Therefore, 먹는 것 is in a noun form. You can also think it sounds like the fact that I eat, or the thing that I eat, and 것 indicates the fact or the thing. 밥을 먹는 것. 먹는 것 is in a noun form, but it can still take its own object because the verb 먹다 is in it. 밥 is an object of the 먹는 것 part. 밥을 먹는 것, like eat a meal or eating a meal. And you can find out that in Korean, you don't just say eat alone, but you say eat a meal alone with the object 밥. The entire 먹는 것 is the object of the main verb 싫어하다. So you can add an object particle 을 to 먹는 것 too. 먹는 것을, 먹는 것을. This 을 is not really omitted when you use the original form 것. 것을 can be shortened to 걸 Or you can just use the 거 sound alone without the object particle. 먹는 것을, 먹는 걸, or 먹는 거. 먹는 것을, eat what? 밥을 먹는 것을, eat a meal. 싫어해요. To hate. It's a verb. Again, it's a verb. 저는 I, 혼자, alone, 밥을, a meal, 먹는 것을, eat in a noun form, 싫어해요, hate. 저는 혼자 밥을 먹는 것을 싫어해요. What do you hate? 혼자 밥을 먹는 것. You hate 혼자 밥을 먹는 것. You hate eating a meal alone. The entire 혼자 밥을 먹는 것 is in a noun form and it is an object of the main verb 싫어하다. 저는 싫어해요. I hate. Hate what? 혼자 밥을 먹는 것. I hate 혼자 밥을 먹는 것. 저는 혼자 밥을 먹는 것을 싫어해요. Okay? It can just sound like you are talking about something you hate generally. Therefore, it can sound closer to I hate eating alone with the ing form. You can of course use the ending key instead of the dependent noun 것. Let's see the next sentence. 저는 혼자 밥 먹기를 싫어해요. 저는 혼자 밥 먹기를 싫어해요. The object particle is omitted from 밥. This time the connective ending key is used to turn the stem 먹 into a noun form. 먹기, 먹기. The modifier ending is not used, of course, because 기 is an ending. It can be directly added to the stem. 먹기를, and the object particle 를 is used because 먹기 is an object of the main verb 싫어하다. 저는 I, 혼자, alone, 밥, a meal, 먹기를, eat in a noun form, 싫어해요, hate. I hate, 저는 싫어해요. Hate what? 혼자 밥 먹기. I hate 혼자 밥 먹기. 저는 혼자 밥 먹기를 싫어해요. 혼자 밥 먹기 is in a noun form. Therefore, it's just like you are saying, I hate something. I hate 혼자 밥 먹기. 저는 혼자 밥 먹기를 싫어해요. Then you might want to know the difference between 먹는 것 and 먹기. No big difference, I'll say, but 먹는 것 can sound more like you are talking about the fact or the thing. And 먹기 can sound more like you are talking about the activity. But it doesn't make any big difference in this case. Then let's think about the exact meaning of the second English sentence, I hate to eat alone. What does the to eat means exactly in English? Some might say no big difference, or some might say it can mean you really don't want to eat alone, but you have to for some reason. Or you've never eaten alone before, but today you have to. So you say, I hate to do that. But it implies that I am going to do anyway. Or you generally hate eating alone, but today you have to eat alone for some reason. So you say, I hate to do that. And it means you don't want to do that. Then let's go back to the first two Korean sentences and think about the exact meaning of them. 저는 혼자 밥 먹는 것을 싫어해요. I hate 혼자 밥 먹는 것. 저는 혼자 밥 먹기를 싫어해요. I hate 혼자 밥 먹기. Are you so sure that these Korean sentences cannot be used to express I hate to eat alone? How can you be so sure? I'm gonna explain it like this just once because it can make things even more complicated, but because of the fact that you don't use any grammatical element like to infinitive in Korean, these first two sentences can also mean I hate to eat alone. Again, because of the fact that there is no grammatical element like to infinitive in Korean, the sentences can have a broader meaning. It's like you're saying, I hate eating alone generally, And it can imply that I hate eating alone at any occasion and in any case. Therefore, needless to say, I hate to eat alone today. Make sense? You don't like it generally. Therefore, of course, you don't want to do it in any situation. It could mean that. Therefore, these first two sentences, 저는 혼자 밥 먹는 것을 싫어해요. And 저는 혼자 밥 먹기를 싫어해요. is closer to I hate eating alone. But they can also mean I hate to eat alone. And nobody can say for sure, no, they don't mean that. It's mainly because we don't have such a thing to infinitive anyway. However, I can accept that it's not as clear. If you want to express something clearer, you should use a different grammatical element or express it in a totally different way in Korean so that people can know what you are implying exactly. Again, the first two Korean sentences, 저는 혼자 밥 먹는 것을 싫어해요. And 저는 혼자 밥 먹기를 싫어해요. mean closer to the English sentence, I hate eating alone. But they can also mean, I hate to eat alone. We don't know for sure because there is no such thing to infinitive in these sentences. You can judge based on the context and the situation. But we can accept that you say these two Korean sentences don't express the exact meaning that the to eat part expresses in English. If you need to deliver your message more clearly, you have to find another way to express it in Korean. That's the point. Okay? Let's keep talking about this. Now, let's use the transitive adjective 싫다, 싫어요, instead of the verb 싫어하다, 싫어해요. Let's see the Korean sentence. 저는 혼자 밥 먹는 것이 싫어요. 저는 혼자 밥 먹는 것이 싫어요. The noun form 먹는 것 is used and the adjective 싫어요 is used instead of the verb 싫어해요. Because of the adjective predicate 싫어요, the noun form 먹는 것 cannot take an object particle. It should be used with the subject particle 이. 먹는 것이. 먹는 것이 싫어요. hate, eat. 저는 싫어요. I hate or I'm hateful. 싫어요 is an adjective in Korean. It can take an object because it's a transitive adjective, but it cannot be used with the object particle 을. 저는 싫어요. I hate. Hate what? 혼자 밥 먹는 것. The entire 혼자 밥 먹는 것 is an object of the adjective 싫어요. 저는 혼자 밥 먹는 것이 싫어요. 저는 혼자 밥 먹는 것이 싫어요. 것이 can be shortened to 게. 저는 혼자 밥 먹는 게 싫어요. You can of course use 거 instead of 것 without any particle. 저는 혼자 밥 먹는 거 싫어요. The meaning of this sentence is almost the same as the first two sentences with the verb 싫어하다. But 싫다, 싫어요 is an adjective. It is one of the so-called psychology adjectives. It describes your feeling. It's in the present tense, therefore it describes the feeling you have now. So it could be a tiny bit closer to I hate to eat alone. Because I hate to eat alone also expresses your feeling now. You don't want to eat alone, but you might have to. I hate to do that, right? But this Korean sentence can also mean I hate eating alone with the ing form. Again, 저는 혼자 밥 먹는 것이 싫어요 with the adjective 싫다 can sound closer to I hate to eat alone with the to infinitive because 싫다, 싫어요 describes your feeling now. But it can also mean I hate eating alone generally without a problem. Even if you use the ending key, it will be the same. 저는 혼자 밥 먹기가 싫어요. 저는 싫어요. 싫어요 what? 혼자 밥 먹기. 저는 혼자 밥 먹기가 싫어요. It's the same. It can mean closer to I hate to eat alone because of the adjective 싫어요, but it can also mean I hate eating alone generally. It's because, needless to say, there is no grammatical element which can distinguish to infinitive from ing form in Korean anyway. Then let's think about the exact meaning of the English sentence, I hate to eat alone again. What do you think? I hate to eat alone. It can mean I don't want to eat alone, right? In Korean, if you want to express I don't want to eat alone, I suggest you should just say I don't want to eat alone. Please do not try to express I don't want to eat alone with I hate to eat alone, because there is no such thing to infinitive in Korean. Do you understand the point? Let's see the next sentence. 저는 혼자 밥을 먹고 싶지 않아요. 저는 혼자 밥을 먹고 싶지 않아요. 저는 I, 혼자, alone, 밥을, a meal, 먹고 싶지 않아요. 먹다, eat, 고 싶다, want to, have a desire to. 지 않다, not, and the final ending, 아요. 먹고 싶지 않아요. 먹고 싶지 않아요. Not want to eat. 저는 혼자 밥을 먹고 싶지 않아요. 저는 혼자 밥을 먹고 싶지 않아요. I don't want to eat alone. It is far much better and clearer for you to say this than trying to find a special way to express I hate to eat alone in Korean. Do you understand the point? Again, from the Korean language's point of view, the exact meaning and the usage of to infinitive and ing form keep changing in English. Therefore, it is important for you to know what exactly you are trying to express in Korean. If you basically mean I do something, like I hate something, you can normally turn the to infinitive part and the ing part into a noun form simply. But if you think the to infinitive part has a significantly different meaning from the ing form, you need to express that with other grammatical elements. Maybe sometimes you need to express that in a totally different way. And this is a good example. In Korean, instead of saying I hate to eat alone with a hidden meaning in it, you better directly say I don't want to eat alone. Hope you understand the point. Let's see the next English sentence. I forgot closing the door and I forgot to close the door. The difference is more obvious with this verb forget. The first sentence, I forgot closing the door, means you closed it, but you forgot that you did it. The second sentence, I forgot to close the door, means you were supposed to close the door, but you didn't, because you forgot that action you had to do. Right? Let's think about how to express I forgot closing the door in Korean. It's nothing. You basically turn the closing part into a noun form in Korean. But think about it. The door is closed now because you closed it in the past. Again, you closed the door in the past. Therefore, you need to indicate the past tense with the closing part in Korean. That's the point. It's just like you say, I forgot the fact that I closed the door. Let's see the Korean sentence. 제가 문을 닫은 것을 잊어버렸어요. 제가 문을 닫은 것을 잊어버렸어요. 제가, I, 문을, 문 is a door, 닫은 것을, we can see that the dependent noun 것 is used. 닫 is from the verb 닫다, which means to close or to shut. The modifier ending 은 is added to the stem 닫. When do you use this modifier ending 은? Yes, when you turn an adjective into a modifier in the present tense. And when you turn a verb into a modifier in the past tense. Right? 닫은 것 is in a noun form that indicates the past tense, just like the closing part in this English sentence. And it's an object of the main verb forgot. Therefore, you can add the object particle 을. 닫은 것을, 닫은 것을, 잊어버리다 is the base form. It's in the past tense too. So the stem 잊어버리 plus 었어요. 잊어버리었어요. 잊어버렸어요. 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 제가 문을 닫은 것을 잊어버렸어요. I forgot the fact that I closed the door in the past, which means I forgot closing the door. Okay? So you can see that even though the ing form closing is used in the English sentence, you need to use the modifier ending which indicates the past tense in Korean because of the fact that closing indicates something happened in the past. So, as I told you, when you express the verb which can be followed by either to infinitive or ing form in English, you need to think about the tense too in Korean. Now you know the reason. Or you can just think it in a Korean way, not English way. Just express something happened in the past, whatever the English grammar is, and you said you forgot it. Okay? Of course, you can also use the modifier ending at던, which can also turn the verb and adjective into modifier in the past tense. No problem. But you cannot use the ending ki for this sentence. You know why? Because you cannot express the tense with the ending ki. It's obvious. Now, let's see how to express I forgot to close the door in Korean. You had to, but you didn't close the door. You forgot the action. Therefore, as if you say I forgot something, you just need to turn the to close part into a noun form in Korean. Let's see the Korean sentence. 제가 문을 닫는 것을 잊어버렸어요. 제가 문을 닫는 것을 잊어버렸어요. 닫는 것. The stem 닫 plus the modifier ending 는 and the dependent noun 것. 닫는 것. 닫는 것. The modifier ending 는 is added only to a verb and it can indicate the present tense or no tense at all. Therefore, 제가 문을 닫는 것을 잊어버렸어요 can sound like I forgot to close the door. You forgot the entire action as if you say I forgot something. So, it's not about to infinitive nor ing form in Korean. When the to infinitive part or ing part indicate the action or activity itself, you can just use the noun form simply. When it indicates something happened in the past, you need to use the past tense modifier ending. When it means a totally different thing, you just express it differently. Do you want to know if you can use the ending ki for the second sentence then? Because the second sentence, 제가 문을 닫는 것을 잊어버렸어요. I forgot to close the door doesn't indicate the tense. Yes, you can, but I wouldn't. The first reason is because you need to express the tense when you want to say, I forgot closing the door anyway. So if you use the ending ki only for forgot to close the door, it would be lack of consistency. The second reason is because it would sound like closing the door is a general activity. Therefore, I wouldn't use the ending ki with the verb 잊어버리다, which means to forget. Okay, this is the end of this video. You're going to continue learning how to express to infinitive and the ing form using a noun form in Korean in the next video. 그럼 다음 비디오에서 만나요. 안녕히 계세요.